What's up, my WooberGameplays? This is Ryan for WooberGameplays, and today we're playing some more Doki Doki. In the last episode, we gotta pick who we're gonna help with the festival preparations, and we decided Natsuki. We didn't pick Yuri, the one that we've been leaning towards everything, because we figured something weird would happen. You want to build a more emotional relationship with her instead of like, oh, touchy feely and all that jibble. So we went with Natsuki because I don't like Monica. She's a robot or something. And then Sayori, she's been off, and I think she wants time by herself. But before I start this episode, I know I haven't been reminding you guys lately about the whole, the warning. I forgot to tell you guys. I feel bad about it. But do not watch these videos if you're suffering from depression or you don't feel like you can handle disturbing images of suicide, depression, all that stuff. If you guys have trouble with that stuff, or if you're under 13, please don't watch this video. I don't want to be the reason why you guys get worse or feel bad. I don't want to be the reason. I don't want you guys to feel like that at all. So if there's a way I can help, just tell me about it. I'll try helping you. But let's get into this video. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I said that. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. I hope so, because she's kind of rude. She's kind of a little brat, but hopefully when she's just not around school, she don't have to have that mean demeanor put up. She can be nicer and, a little funny, a little playful, all that good old stuff. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. Well, that's good. A good old conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Oh, good old Natsuki. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early on the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit. Woo! That we made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Where's her family at? Are they not home? We never really talk about any of these members' families besides Natsuki's now because we asked why she wants to come over to our house, but she said that if she had a boy come over, just some old boy, some rapscallion, if she had a boy come over, her father would kill her, she said, so that took that out of the options. I head up to her room, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ryan. I sit down in her room. Well, you just sit down without asking? Well, that's just great. Oh, I didn't read that. I think something about she forces a smile. We both force a smile. I shouldn't have done that. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. There's nothing wrong with having the old same stuffed animals and everything. She needs to water that plant. But other than that, her room don't look that messy. I mean, besides the little calendar. But other than that, I think it looks fine. I think it looks pretty clean. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. Natsuki, you play your good old tricks. There was more silence between us. Sarah stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, no, you didn't. You acted like there wasn't much wrong. You said that maybe just she's a little off, but you didn't act like, oh, something's wrong, you're hiding it from me. At first, you wanted to say, oh, she's just having a rough day. Sarah's smile is shaking her head. That's no good, Ryan. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. No, it's not. Nothing's your fault. You didn't do nothing wrong. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, what mistake? Expressing or something? No, that's never a mistake. Then you wouldn't have to be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sarah gives me an empty smile. You really put me in the trap, Ryan. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Ryan? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? You're not worthless. No one is worthless. Everyone has their own meanings and potential and everything. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is that you just now told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Don't try making her feel guilty. That just adds on to the worst to the feelings. Just don't do that. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Ryan. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Nothing's more important than caring for someone and making them feel better. There's nothing more important. The only thing maybe a little bit more important is caring about yourself and making yourself better. But I don't think you can make yourself better by putting other people down at all. I think the best way to help yourself is by helping others. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So, that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Ryan. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. You're not a horrible person for just telling someone how you feel. Just don't. You can't be sorry for something that's not your fault. Emotions are not our fault. We're born with them. We're born with our way we react to them. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing wrong with showing how you feel. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Ryan? Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ryan? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Ryan? Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ryan. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. Don't stop telling me not to worry, because the more you tell me not to worry, the more I'm going to worry. And the harder it's going to be for me to not stop thinking. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something rather than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Well, okay, fine. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? See, most people at school, they have this kind of like this defense mechanism to where when they're at school, they're very have a lot of comebacks, and they're very kind of rude and everything. They kind of hide how they're truly feeling because it'll make them feel weak, and at school people will just make fun of you for it. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. People who make fun of people like that just for feeling emotions, that's just not right. People shouldn't have to hide how they truly feel because they're afraid to get made fun of. What, you're never going to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Ryan? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? I'm not gonna comment on that. Well, nope. If you know me, you know why. It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Like I said earlier, she's trying to hide how she truly feels through a mean ulterior. Are we going to get started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and wordy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. That is true. How would do you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Oh, I see you, Natsuki. I see you. Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Ryan. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. I just cleaned this! How dare you! Just cake butter all over the wall! No! My mother! No! My father! What am I doing? The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Ryan, where did you put that food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. They're fighting again. These little puppies, they just don't know better. They just want to play and fight and probably kill each other. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls, and I put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and the most of the fun. It's a million times more worth in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? Oh, okay. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Well. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. I think that's what she wants. I didn't say that, what? Here, look. Natsuki grabs a whisk from me and uses her own hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. I'm not supposed to say words like that. After a few seconds, the consistency of the batter has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly, that word, start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. That's hurt. Dang. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? Got him! I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat you next. I'd love to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her fingers and starts shoving the finger towards my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking out. Oh, okay, that's a little creepy. That's just a little creepy. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Ryan, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question she asked me, just like that? How did the moon turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. You guys ruined the cupcakes! The cupcakes were gonna be so good! How dare you! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? No! No! Elmo's just having a good old time! I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. I should cough like that. No wonder! You're the dirty and tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before you turned the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki used the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Well, don't they taste like charcoal now? God. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I hate that word! Pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. What do I do? No, okay. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look all nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. You probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up the one nozzle that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. What are you scheming? Oh, don't make it even more awkward. I think I have an idea what you're trying to do. I think I know our character. Was all literature of it, right? Oh, no, I wasn't right. We can make it more literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see how people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. Yeah. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... I thought it was gross. Maybe I'm getting it from you. The flirting, it's real. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can dress and act like this and not expect me to think... And not expect me to think you're not cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. I need to stop messing with the chair. It's not making me focus. Bad chair! When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they all are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, is she trying to hide something? Aw. I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to head home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Ouch! You should have thought more about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Let's just give a moment of silence for that. I like cotton candy. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Ah, yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. She said something nice. What? You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun begging could be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? Woo! I can't whistle like that. Kind of these things called herpstin. They're little metal bars between my teeth that make it hard for me to talk, and that's why I have a lisp and all that. So I can't whistle much anymore. Phew, phew, phew. I think that it's possible. I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's been trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Ryan, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Staying inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutching at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill in my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. She has pink eyes? I thought this was just for the anime look, but she has pink eyes in real life? Is she a real person? She has pink eyes? That's odd. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against mine. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Eh? Ah. Hi, Ryan. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Ryan. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but in my imagination it was really mean to me, so I had to come here to see it for myself. Aww. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, her eyes are watering. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears starts to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Ryan? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much easier if I could just disappear. Don't say nothing like that. No. If you disappear, people will be missing so many good things and good chances in our life. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Ryan. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... What did Monica say? What did that robot looking... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what had been said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about like that isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Something that takes an entire lifetime. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Ryan. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Ryan, I like you so much that I want to die. Jeez. That's how I feel. And you can't get so involved with just one person. Because if you do that, like, something like this can happen and make you go crazy. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, no. No. I've seen a little bit how this game plans out. And I know that's not a good thing to do before making videos on it and everything. But you guys may think, oh, that I love you. It's a nice friend thing. But it actually resolves into you guys dating. And honestly, I don't think that's what's best for Sayori. I know, yeah, dating, having her date and everything, that you think that would help. But it doesn't, because then she's stuck with you longer. She's already deep in thought about you. You always have the chance, if you say, you'll be my friend, you'll always be my dearest friend, that she'll understand and find someone new. I mean, I wouldn't say that you'll always be my dearest friend, because honestly, she'd still have a chance. Once she gets over some stuff and starts to feel better, she'll start acting herself. But right now, she's not in a state to have a relationship, like a deep relationship, because she doesn't even like herself, and she's wanting to kill herself. And the fact that she can't think about herself in a good way, that's just not how you want to base a relationship. I know it sounds like I'm being a jerk and all that, but I'm coming from somewhere deeper. I just don't want to say this, but you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back to the way they were. I see. So he forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. I know what she's feeling. Is that what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest? I should have a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I can get the answer I need to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really know how to know me better than anyone, Ryan. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Suri's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. I don't know how I'm supposed to make that noise, and don't want to be too loud. Clutching her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulders and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these feelings will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright guys, that was a very difficult episode to record, just because of how all the emotions and all that stuff, but I'm going to end it here to keep it hopefully heated up by the day of this recording. So have a real good rest of your day. And if you like this video, please share and subscribe and all that jibble jabble. And especially, above all else, if you like this video, please go out on the street or anything and just go flash a smile at someone new. Just one smile can just make someone's day. So go do that right now. Now get back to your Wooby work.